All right, let's get into it. High stakes hearing as DOJ faces off Trump's attorneys. Let's go.
Set to get underway in just hours over the search of Mar-a-Lago. Federal prosecutors and attorneys for former President Trump will face off in a Florida federal court after the Justice Department released this photo of highly classified documents in Mar-a-Lago and raised new questions about obstruction of justice. Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas starts us off from West Palm Beach. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. In just a few hours, DOJ and Trump attorneys face off in court in this case for the first time. It will be a debate over whether a special master should be appointed to review the classified material. But the stakes for everyone involved are enormous. DOJ expected to press its case that the special master is not needed and that President Trump and his team have not acted in good faith, suggesting that some of them might have even obstructed justice. This after Team Trump doubled down on calls for a special master in a new filing overnight, saying Trump can claim privilege over some of the documents. At the center of the case, 322 classified documents that were discovered at Mar-a-Lago. 184 were handed over to the National Archives in January. Then in June, Trump turned in another 38. At that time, in a sworn statement, his attorney insisted there were no more classified materials on site after a diligent search. Trump has repeatedly insisted he's cooperated fully, but the FBI claims it soon uncovered evidence from multiple sources indicating classified documents remained at the premises. What they found on August 8th, over 100 classified records, including information classified at the highest levels. DOJ even releasing this picture of some of them. As you can see, they're clearly marked secret, top secret, and SCI.
This got them fucking... This, which was also ironically requested by the Trump team, like the revelation of these documents, was heavily backed and heavily requested by the Trump team because they thought this would give them an adequate counter. Literally turned into another talking point for them, because everything is going to turn into a talking point for them, where they were like, I can't believe you're showing these documents. I mean, if they were top secret, why would you show them? As we talked about on Leftovers, I wonder if I can find that actual fucking convo with like Trump's lawyer. Does anyone have that link? With Trump's lawyer talking? On Sean Hannity. Goalpost moving at Mach speed. I think like they vaporized the goalpost. There's no more fucking goalpost, dude. It's just done. Jamie pulled that up. Yeah, chat is Jamie. Oh, here it is. Love this.
What's happened is now they put, nowhere. What's happened is now they've put this picture out so that you would assume, and I'm somebody who has been, and the press loves to talk about this, especially today. I'm somebody that has been in his office. I've seen it. This is not the way his office looks. They give you this appearance that you walk in and there's these top secret documents just strewn about. A, B, they don't understand. Something could be marked top secret, could be marked classified. The Presidential Records Act, he would have said this is declassified. It doesn't get a new marking all the time. He's left the office. It is a complete public spectacle, and I'm not really going to stand by it anymore. You know, I personally have gotten intimidated. People have tried to intimidate me. It's not going to work. You can't just put a picture like this and say, look.
Yeah, this is one of the greatest ways of trying to undermine the credibility of this investigation. When you have nothing else remaining, because as we talked about time and time again, remember, at first it was, what if, at first they were like, why didn't you ask nicely? And then it came out that they had asked nicely, and they were like, release what you took from us, show the search warrant. And they did show the search warrant. And then they were like, all right, well, show us the affidavit. And this is a consequence of them asking for the affidavit. They're literally in the affidavit. We found out why they originally had enough evidence that Trump, when asked nicely, thank you, CoinTelPro, for the 10 of the subs. When asked nicely, had cooperated with the authorities but only fucking gave some of the documents back, including like HCS classification, which is like, you know, people that are on the ground doing espionage directly for the CIA. So like super high level shit. And now they wanted exactly now they wanted details of what they have procured the second time when they went in, because they found out that Trump had actually hid some of the top secret level classified documents in a different place. So now they're like, well, this is not how we left those documents out. Yeah, it's like, dude, of course that's not how you left the documents out, you fucking idiot. Yeah, they presented it to show the you know, worst documents that they have. Do you think this will be it for Trump? My family's all saying so, but I think that he'll just worm his way out of it again. No, he will. Yes, I do think he will worm his way out of it again. He always does.
Did the FBI do that, or was
yeah.
that the way that room looked before they went in there? Do you have any firsthand knowledge?
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the press today. I do have firsthand knowledge, as you know. I have been down there. I'm down there frequently. I have never seen that. I have never, ever seen that. That is not the way his office looks. Anybody that knows President Trump's office, he has guests frequently there. It's just a joke. They literally must have gone in and taken out documents they wanted, or cover letters as it is, and put it about so that the public believes that this is top secret documents that were on his floor. It's ridiculous. I can tell you personally, It's ridiculous. I've never seen that.
Pam, so what we're really looking at here.
I love that. They have now resorted to like arguing against. I don't even know if this could be considered a straw man. You know what I mean? Because like a straw man is supposed to be what? Like an argument that your interlocutor is not making, right? You're making up an easier argument that is easier to defeat. I feel for you. You're mad all the time. It's sad. I feel bad for you. Wait, no, I'm not mad at all. What the fuck do you mean? This is a cause for celebration. This is a pretty hilarious situation that the Trump administration or the Trump cabinet and Trump allies have found themselves in. This is content as fuck. Why would I be mad about this shit? You're kind of ridiculous. This is like the Biden camp is actually doing things for the first time ever. And I don't mean like doing the worst shit, like, oh, we got Mexico to pay for a smart wall or whatever. They're like actually doing things like student loan debt relief, which is good. You know what I mean? This is left-wing propaganda to make Trump look like a messy boy. They have nothing left. That's why they're saying like, well, this is not how messy it is, actually. It's kind of crazy. This is not how messy it is in real life. Mar-a-Lago is not this messy. Fucked up that they did that.
Sensitive, compartmented information, only for the eyes of those with the highest security clearance. Despite Team Trump's insistence that all...
Are you joking? The files are fake? Dude, I love that. Yeah, you're right, brother. And they actually put those documents there themselves.
All documents were stored in a storage room. 3 classified documents were found in desks of Trump's own office. These revelations, part of a blistering 36-page motion the Justice Department filed Tuesday, concluding efforts were likely taken to obstruct the government's investigation. When he ran against Hillary Clinton, Trump insisted he would handle the nation's secrets with the utmost care.
In my administration, I'm going to enforce all laws concerning the protection of classified information.
Yep.
No one will be above the law.
Now he faces the potential of criminal charges. Federal Judge Aileen Cannon, a Trump appointee, has signaled that she's inclined to grant his request for a special master. Today, we'll see if DOJ's aggressive pushback is persuasive. George?
We will see. Pierre, thanks very much for being our chief Washington correspondent, John Carlin. John, we know a lot more about this case than we knew a week ago. That's because Trump filed this request for a special master.
at every turn, the information that has come out has been in response to what Trump has said and what his legal team has done. George, it's really extraordinary. If you go back to even to the night of the search of Mar-a-Lago, it was Donald Trump himself who came out and told the world about it. It was because of Trump that the search warrant was released, that the affidavit was then released, and then this damning portrayal of potential obstruction of justice in the DOJ filing that came out on Tuesday was in direct response to yet another court filing by Donald Trump.
Some new polls out show that people are paying attention.
This is definitely a story that has broken through. A new Quinnipiac poll shows this is quite astounding. You must never see this on a major story. 76% say they are paying attention to what is going on. And then look at this, George.
Oh, my God.
59% say that they believe that Donald Trump acted inappropriately. Only 20.
Oh, my God. I mean, 26% always. Always. You know that's always going to be the case. That's kind of wild that only 4%. He took a 4% base hit off that. That's fucking nuts, dude. The HasanAbi rule that like 30% of Americans will always agree to anything still is kind of alive and well here. Not as powerful as I once claimed it was. There's a little bit of steam that came off of it. It's 26% now. I did say, there's a margin of error in that.
%say that he acted appropriately. So 59% already on the facts that are out there say Donald Trump acted inappropriately. And 50% of the country in this poll, 50% believe he should be prosecuted.
And John, in the immediate aftermath of the FBI search, you saw a lot of Republicans defending President Trump, attacking the FBI. Not so much now.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. They aren't coming out and criticizing Trump over this for the most part, but the reflexive defense of Trump, the attack on the FBI, these have waned. And here's the leading indicator, George. The Republican National Committee has made it clear they are not paying Donald Trump's legal bills for this. As you remember, they are still paying his bills for the New York Attorney General case. In this case, Donald Trump is on his own. The Republican Party will not be paying his legal bills.
And his lawyers may be facing some trouble as well. John, Carl, thanks very much.
Why do they have to keep it to invent explanations? Why can't they just take the L? It's so clearly it's an L situation. Dude, what do you mean? Why would they do that? If Trump gets frog marched, can we get a day of crab rave? Sure. Love smug liberals going, oh ho, Mr. Trump, we called that a legal checkmate, my friend. Oh ho. Yeah, I mean, the real checkmate is going to be fucking Donald Trump not getting owned by the FBI, because the FBI is not in the business of like attacking people like Donald Trump. That's not what they do. I think people fundamentally misunderstand what the FBI does. The FBI, the CIA, these guys are capitalist institutions. They're not going to hit someone off. They're not going to hit someone who's like in a position of power. Their entire purpose is to not disrupt the delicate balance. That's precisely the reason why they originally asked nicely for a return on these documents. That's why they wanted to do this quietly for as long as they could, until Donald Trump was like making it impossible to do it quietly. Yo, stop advocating for execution, chat. It's the least hilarious outcome of all this. Come on, we can do funnier. Yeah, the U.S. spies getting clapped during the Trump administration, for the record, that part is like the liberalization of this. That is the Blue Anon Association. Like, I don't think Donald Trump was like selling fucking delicate spy details while he was in. Like, he's not smart enough to put together a operation like that. Guys, we're talking about an entire fucking crew of people who are so dumb that like their counter to all of this has just been, nah, it's okay. It's okay that Trump did it, actually. Trump didn't do it, but if he did do it, then it's okay that he did it. But also it's not okay when others do it. But Trump doing it, he actually did it the best way that anyone could have possibly done it. So like his entire crew he's surrounded by fucking idiots every step of the goddamn way. His crew is full of fucking idiots. He himself is a fucking idiot. That doesn't preclude the possibility of foreign spies having greater access nonetheless. But yeah, Blue Anon is hurt. Yeah, I mean, what? They're just saying what Hunter Biden did? Wait, what? Anyway, let's see what Alan Dersh, the Dersh, has to say. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. What was this? Greta Van Susteren, who was like a Fox News lady, literally had to go to fucking Newsmax. And, of course, they always have to have Dersh on. You can't have any sort of coverage without having the world's foremost pedophile defender, Alan Dershowitz, on. You know what I mean? You can't do it. It's illegal. It is literally illegal to cover any legal matter without asking the absolute worst lawyer of all time, Alan Dershowitz.
Now we turn to that photograph. I don't know about you, but when you buy an apartment in New York, you see how everything is staged. It's phony when you go online. This photograph, unless these were stored like this is a staged photo, and it's attached by the Department of Justice.
And it proves one thing.
I find what?
No, you're absolutely right, and it proves one thing. That they are cherry picking what they release. This is classified material, and they're putting it out and giving it to our enemies because they want to, because they can. On the other hand, they redact other material. This cherry picking by the Justice Department.
I'll tell you what I find surprising. I mean, assuming it's staged, and it sure looks staged to me. They knew that by attaching that every single news organization, and we just showed it. We're just talking about it. It's the oldest trick in the book as a lawyer. It's the oldest trick.
Bro, you asked for it. What do you mean? Everyone in the fucking right-wing media asked for this. And then they got what they asked for, and they're like, not like that, though. Yeah, of course they staged the fucking evidence. Like, that's how you do it.
Then you juxtapose that against Merrick Garland, who says it's going to be even-handed. When they do something like a staged photo that they know is going to be plastered all over the media, is that even-handed?
No, it's not. And they know that the New York Times and CNN are going to show the picture without comment. Thank God for you, Greta. You at least have the willingness to say it may have been staged. Maybe the Justice Department lawyers put it out there to be photographed. You have to look at everything the government and the Justice Department does critically. President Reagan was right. Trust but verify. And this doesn't pass the verification test.
They could have even filed that.
Like, it's just like basic cop shit.